Hello everybody, welcome to Minecraft on the Block, TerraFirmaCraft, Beta 2.47F. We have not had a new update in a while, thus I've got a lot of crap done, and we're still living the dream here in our little valley. I'm in a wicked good mood, I don't even know why, just am. So I decided I would record. I've actually been doing kind of a lot of just playing and messing around while I've been doing other stuff. I haven't been playing nearly as much Minecraft, and well, I mean, that's why I'm doing just the single series for one thing. A lot of you guys want me to get back to the Taggarts, and I'm going to get back to the Taggarts, but I could really only have time to do one thing well right now, and I like to get like that full immersion. So if I'm going to do like more than one series, I got to have a lot of time because I got to be able to spend a lot of time on each one because I got to really get into it to enjoy it. So anyway, I've been working here. We'll go take a quick tour of the property and then go start talking about our next steps. But I'm finally at the point where I feel comfortable just kind of hanging out in my property during the night, which is good because I mean it's not like it's a big deal. I can just sleep through nights, but it's kind of fun to be able to work and stuff at night and go through a whole cycle. One of the things that's coming, and I'm not sure how I feel about this, because I don't like the variability of different versions of, or different instances of Minecraft in the same kind of mod or same game. So anyway, what I was going to say is they are going to implement the ability to make days and night cycles longer, which is cool. He's also working on a lot of stuff in the new version. Plus there's the kingdom stuff, which is going to be really cool. But in the new version, there's going to be like variability of temperature, plus or minus to kind of implement some variance in the, or some instability or whatever in, farming and agriculture and whatnot. Uncertainty, I guess, is what he was saying. So then, and I'm not sure. I think it was that I read he was talking about in the voting for the Optifine mod. He was like, how many people use it and how many people need it, because he would like to get away from Optifine so he could make some changes. I mean, he loves Optifine, but so he can make some changes. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, so he can make some changes to kind of like things like he wanted to make localized weather and other types of like rendering things, changes that would need to be made, I guess, in the core that would make it incompatible with Optifine. So he is not doing that yet, but it's just things he's thinking about and moving forward. I think it would be cool if he could somehow integrate like an Optifine, like, you know, if he could get teamed up with the Optifine guys or someone to make it part of the game. To me, this is my world right now. This is my Minecraft world. I mean, I'm still watching other people play other stuff, but I am only playing TerraFirmaCraft, and frankly, I would love everyone in the development community to put their efforts into TerraFirmaCraft at this point. I mean, I keep getting people having the references to Dwarf Fortress and making Minecraft like, I mean, if we could get that, if we could get like Minecraft equal like meets Dwarf Fortress like full on, that would be pretty awesome, and that's what we're headed for. So anyway, you can see my farm. I can't remember what I had going last time. I'm pretty sure I did not have most of this. So I made the farm. Let me just kind of walk you through the property now. Okay, so up here, so I fenced it in. It's fenced. Let's just start up here in the front. It's fenced from up here. This is supposed to be like a garden. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about my garden. I don't like the dirt. I didn't want grass, but I would like to have like hydrated dirt, but you can't plant flowers, I don't think, on that. I don't have the hoe on me to see if you can plant it on normally tilled earth. But anyway, up here we have the fencing goes there, but it's not fenced along the front, and it also ends up over on the other side of the beach. So there's kind of like a fenced area here. I need to put some torches out here. Anyway, so this is the garden. I'll do whatever I end up doing here, I'm not sure. And this, I was going to put dirt underneath all the fence posts. I'll probably do that. Anyway, this walkway, really just trying to get all this. I mean, if you guys remember, there was since I had to dig down so much, this was all elevated at least 4 blocks higher. Well, I mean, right up to there. So 1, 2, 3 here, and there was places where it was 4 or 5. So anyway, this was all like sand / sandstone / rock of various type, and I had to get all that out of here and put this in. So I made my yard. One of the things that really disappointed me when I realized it was that this is so right here is Hill's Edge, right here's desert. So that's just kind of funny because I have nice green grass and then I have the nasty desert grass, but we'll live with it. It's kind of like I'm like the redneck neighbor that doesn't keep up his yard. So that's my problem. I haven't watered it enough. And you've noticed the sluice is probably, so let me walk you through this. This is the stuff that has been found. I haven't emptied them at all. So these have been running for quite a while. What I do is I know you're only supposed to, I mean, this is wasting a little bit of gravel, but because if you put 2 in, it goes up to 40 soil. If you put 3 in, you're basically wasting 10 soil, but I don't want to babysit the thing. So you just dump the gravel above it. That feeds it in here. And if you use gravel, you have a higher chance of getting minerals. Ores, minerals and ores, and if you put sand in there, you have a higher chance of getting gems. This one seems to have about a higher chance of getting gems anyway, but I've gotten a couple of small sphalerite from each one of these, and I put a lot of gravel in there. I probably put, I don't know, a half a stack of gravel total. So anyway, it's not the best thing in the world, but I wanted to show you this. So if you remember, this was all sand, and we had this water up here, and basically I dug out all the sand. I had to go right here. I had to go way down because this has to be, at first I thought it had to be a straight line, but it really just has to be from the source block, which is right there. Actually, this one is the one I was counting as the source block when I did it. But anyway, it'll flow 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here, right? And so this is the source block, and then 7 blocks from there is where you start your sluice, and you have to start at 1 lower. So this water would only normally flow to right here and stop, right? And then you put the sluice in, and then it continues on, and it basically creates a new source block right at the bottom of the sluice. And the sluice takes up 2 blocks. And so everywhere that we have, so 3 wide, 1, 2, 3. We have to go down 3. It has to be dirt. It can't be sand. I tried it with sand. I was thinking, no, maybe it'll just work with whatever, but it has to be dirt. So it goes down 3, 1, 2, 3. I gotta keep checking. I know I'm gonna get some bad guys roaming around. Anyway, 3 down, all the way around down to here. Right here, this edge has to drop down. Actually, I don't know if that's true. No, you can put dirt up here if you want. You don't have to. You have to have dirt here. You have to have 3 high here, and then as soon as it hits the sluice, you can go down, and you only have to have 2 deep here. And then the sluice has to be sitting on dirt, of course. So anyway, I don't know. I mean, go look at the wiki. I know I didn't do a very good job of explaining it, but you can do it in like an elbow like this, so that I had them basically just you take whatever you have, right, whatever water you've got, and dig from that point. And this way I just wanted them to kind of both, dump into the same little area. And I could actually do another one right here if I wanted to, and bring it down, and I could dump it in over this way, and I could get multiples. I could have, I could have them running all over the place. The problem is they're completely useless as far as I'm concerned. I just did it because it was cool and it's something to do. But I mean, I guess if you, the one good thing is that you could start building right away. I mean, you could set up sluices. They're simple to make. They just take, in fact, let's see. They're just 3 pieces of planks and then sticks right here. So plank, 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 stick, 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 diagonal. And that'll make you a sluice. Really you'll have way, way, way better luck by just knocking rocks over and picking up pieces of sphalerite. The thing is, if you found like a place where there was like 2 or 3 and there was, you hit a couple of rocks and you found sphalerite, and then there was a water source nearby, I think because I'm probably not in a very like super high sphalerite, area, that I'm not getting as much, I guess, because this is, like I said, it's been going for a long time and I'm not getting anything interesting. But anyway, you could set up some sluices, start building, and not have to go around picking up rocks and stuff. You could just kind of let it do its thing. The thing is, you do have to fill it with, you know, soil every once in a while. So anyway, if you guys want to do it, it's fun. It kind of makes a cool little, I don't know, just a cool little thing. So I'm doing it. So, I've been keeping gravel in here, and I'm just going to, as I get gravel in my travels, I'll dump it in here, and that'll be our sluice, and we're not going to do much else with that. Okay. I don't think I did much else here except for, like I said, I fenced in over here. So fence all the way around and put some lights on this thing to keep it from spawning stuff. I'm really just trying to light up the property. This, you've seen... got zombie visitors. They just like to hang out. There we go. Wood pile back here. I've been collecting more and more wood. This is a lot of white cedar. And then, of course, the farm. So just to kind of finish this off, the fence goes all the way around and down that way. So this is kind of the edge of the property, or the property, our property is everything, but this is the edge of the proper property. And then this is the farm, and I just made it a ton. I actually was going to do, I was going to put down pumpkins, and you can't plant pumpkin seeds as far as I can tell. So that was interesting. One thing I did want to show you as well. So yeah, this is just going to be, I started with like 12 seeds, and as they grow, I do the normal thing and just kind of expand it. So I'll have this whole thing full of wheat, even though I don't know how much wheat I'll need. I wanted to show you one other thing. So this is just 7 blocks this way, and then you can see there's a point at which the water flows the other direction. Right here they flow together. But anyway, I filled this up with buckets. And you guys kind of saw, a lot of people left me comments on how I could have done better with the the bucket of water that I was trying to explain. So I was going to just kind of show that a little bit. I can get endless water right here. If I take water from there, I can always come back and get it. So, I mean, you can get as much water as you need. That's basically an endless water source. But it's not a source block. When I place it, it's not going to act like a normal source block. So just for fun, if I was to do this thing, so this is what people were mentioning, if I was to dump the water in here, I could pick it back up, right? So I dump it in, but then if I go like this, now it levels out, right? And I can't pick it back up. Can't pick it up. But what I could do is dig down one more, and now it's all going to level down into there, and now I can pick it back up. So anyway, that was an interesting thing that people pointed out that I didn't really think too much about or mess with. So there's always a way to get your water back until it goes away because you spread it too thin. Anyway, this is the beach area now that we're over here messing around. I just wanted to make a beach, and I kind of thought this was cool. I've just been dinking around. Like I said, I've been watching stuff and putzing around, and I put the wading area out a little bit. So this is kind of a little swimming wading area, and then you get out here and you can just go for a little swim. And it's kind of dangerous though. Creepers always end up spawning over there, and they're just kind of bobbing around in the water. That's why I put this out here just to keep, well, they can't spawn out here anyway. I just wanted to light it up a little bit. And I just used this as kind of my retaining wall. I think it was kind of cool looking. I love those creeper face sandstone, and I've got a lot of it. So anyway, this is going to be, right here is going to be the path starting to go up towards the Sky Fortress, or the Sky Fortress, the Sky Forge. Sky Forge. Can't even remember what it's called at this point. That tree is never going to grow. I've tried planting it in tons of different places, and I don't know if it just takes a long time, or if I'm just not giving it the proper amount of space, or what in the world, but it doesn't grow. I've tried it all over the place. I really want it to grow right here because I think it's a big tree. Anyway, onward and upward. So that's it, pretty much. So we've got our little spot. I started digging down here because I needed mudstone. So this is going to be the basement. This is the beginning of the basement. I'll rail this off like this. And then this will be the entry to the basement. Put a lot of storage and junk down here. The house is looking good. And yeah. So let's go take a look at the Skyforge and talk about our plans, and then I'm going to bust out and do some work on my own, and then we'll come back after I've done a little bit more and I'll show you. So the things I'm thinking for the Skyforge, I'm kind of torn as to whether I want to build the Skyforge first or if I want to... Is that another one of those friggin' things? No, that's a white cedar. That's just not growing. Probably do better there. The Skyforge, I'm not sure if I want to do the Skyforge first or go mining first. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to create the mine entrance right down here. So I think we might have looked at this before. I'm going to make the mine entrance over here somewhere. Maybe there, maybe over here. There may already be like a natural entrance. Yeah, we might make it over here. But regardless, that's an interesting little vein. Is that a different... No, just lighting issues. So anyway, the mine entrance will be somewhere around here. I'm going to make kind of a proper little base mine camp in this little valley. And probably somewhere like right there. Anyway, that's going to be the mine entrance. And then I'll have from here, we'll go up right there, I believe, we'll go look at it, but I think that's kind of how I get up, is right through here. I'll go show you. It's right there. What I wanted to do, I'm thinking about, tell me what you think of this. Well, you can't tell me, but pretend like we're having an actual conversation. What I was thinking about doing is, well, first I was thinking about getting rid of that floating dirt, which I hate. But I want to have stairs that come up this way, right? That like come up from the mine camp, and they'll meet up here somewhere. And then I want to have the normal path that will go up through the mountain like that. And I was thinking about having a bridge like from here up to here, and then it would go on up, and then there would be stairs carved up into the mine camp. And I wanted that because I thought it would be kind of a cool like visual thing. It would be fun to have, like, maybe work on some of the carving with the chisel like we had done before, like I did on the bridge in that previous world, just kind of starting with. I didn't do anything fancy, but anyway, so that's what I'm thinking. So we're going to make the initial, I'm not going to worry about the mine camp until I get, at least I want to get the two bloomeries and the forge built and get my, a little bit of storage and get my anvil laid down and just get kind of a work area like I like to do, and at least have a plan for what I'm going to make that look like. I kind of want to go see the house from up here. I've not done that yet, so you guys will get to do that with me first. So anyway, so we'll come up this ridge probably right here. The trail will come through there, and then probably come up this ridge, and then continue up this ridge right here, because I think I go this way. So just kind of some stairs and whatnot winding up through this mountain, and I'm going to make it probably just a single wide path with some sort of ornate blocks on either side. I don't know if I was thinking about doing sandstone because it will stick out, but I might just do like chalk stone, like chalk stone bricks and chalk stairs, because they are very stark, and I like that. Looks like we got a hole in the earth over there. Who cares? And this way is how we get up. So I'll probably go in, it'll probably do something like this, go into the mountain. This is just how I carved a way to get myself up in the first place. And then what I was thinking about is from like right here to go up and over. In fact, this might be the perfect place. Like you come up through, and then you can take, a bridge that kind of goes up and over. And that would take you, let's see where that would land. Something like, come from there on like up into here. Maybe it even turns like into the mountain or something, I don't know. Because the actual Skyforge is right below us now. Right here. Oh! That scared me to death. Really scared me. That's hilarious. If you guys could see. I must have eaten all my cherries? What in the world? I had tons of cherries. That's good enough. And got to get rid of these trees. It's going to have to happen soon. But our house is looking cool. So I mentioned last time Julius Schulman, who is an architectural photographer and one of my favorite photographers of all time. A lot of you guys probably don't know, but I really like photography. I do a lot of photography myself, but I also enjoy consuming the art of photography. And so Julius Schulman did a lot of photography on modernism. There's actually a documentary called it's called I can't remember, something of light, the modernism of Julius Schulman. And it's a fantastic documentary. Anyway, one of the viewers, one of you guys, I can't remember the name and I'll have to look it up, but recognize that and is becoming either is or is becoming an architectural engineer, and was a big Julius Schulman fan. And so anyway, one of the things I was thinking is that's kind of the thing I had in mind when I was building this house, is kind of, modernism mixed with, some kind of rustic cabin. Like if you had a modernistic eye and you were building, back in the day, what would it look like? Because really that's, there was plenty of houses built like that. So anyway, it's a cool house. This is not a very good view of it though. But I am happy with it. Relatively happy. I'd like to get a better view from like the front, so I'm gonna have to go over there somewhere. Let's see. I guess we could hop over to that. I'd like to have like a giant sky bridge here that went from like the top of this hill over to the top of that hill, like just a giant sky bridge. That would be pretty stinking sweet. Especially from down there, it would look pretty cool. So we'll see. We'll see how long this world lasts. And then I'm gonna have a way to get to the mine from here. So once I get all this cleared out, we'll be able to get down to the mine from up here as well. So let me do this. I'm going to bust out some actual work here, and our property is looking pretty cool. I think it looks nice. It's pretty cool. It's respectable. It's starting to become a decent Minecraft build. So anyway, I'm going to start that road coming up here. I probably won't I'll probably just get it basically dug out. I have some chalk, so I may try to line some of it, maybe the stairs, and start the bridge or something. But mainly what I want to do is get this Skyforge functional. So I need to do some work on it, probably dig it out a little bit more, figure out exactly what I want it to look like. And then once I get it functional in here, I'll start mining, because I think I've gotten a little off track, but one of the next things I want to do is get iron and be able to make some tools out of that. So anyway, let me go get some prep done and start doing some work, and I'll come back periodically and show you what I'm doing. All right, gentle people, I'm back. And I'm getting ready to make a chisel because mine broke. It was a 10 chisel, so it's to be expected. I made some decent progress. You can see, I'll show you the path that goes up there. I made it all the way to the top, right up there. I probably won't go too much higher for now. I can get up around, because I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with the bridge. So that'll get me up, but I need a chisel to turn a lot of that into stairs. And then I also need a chisel to get a lot more chalk. I ended up using chalk, and then I had to go get some more chalk. So I went over to, you can actually see that granite waypoint right there is chalk. I also found a bunch of basalt. And what's funny about it is I didn't notice it before. It was on the, I actually found some native copper and cassiterite and sphalerite and whatever in the brick. So it's apparently a pretty rich area over there. But what's funny is that I found the basalt surface rocks, but I dug down. I couldn't find any basalt anywhere. I was kind of excited. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get a basalt quarry, and this is gonna be excellent. Because I kind of want to use. I was thinking about it more. I want to use native. I want to use native rocks. So whatever I can find kind of close by, and then I'll do like some special stuff. I'll do, special things with rocks that I bring in from like faraway lands, quarries from faraway lands. So anyway, but that's native because I found it, and it's kind of got a cool story, which is that it was a bunch of rock on the surface and I couldn't find any more. So I decided that I'm going to make one of the bloomeries out of basalt and one of them out of chalk. So they'll be very stark contrast, because that chalk is an extremely white rock. It's even whiter than granite. So anyway, that's what I was doing. Let's go ahead and make a chisel. So to do that, I need to do a couple of things. I don't know. I'm gonna grab that. Man, I've got a mess of... I need that chalk. Oh, I know what I can do. Sorry, my phone's buzzing at me. What do I do with that? Chalk. Although I still need more junk. I've just got a mess. Oh, that's funny. I'm weird with my... That was brilliant. I'm weird with my inventory. There's just certain things I want to keep on me, and even though I don't need them, and when I went and tried to get mine chalk, I had to put a bunch of stuff down because I had too much crap on me. So this is just the way I roll. You're just gonna have to love it or hate it. It is what it is. I could use the fence probably. It's just, it's the way to go. I'm gonna get rid of those. I'm not gonna need that. Well, I might need those. All right, let's do this. Take you up here. I don't know if I guess I have shown you this. We're going to, dang it, go up here. I should have a piece of paper, and it looks like I've got enough of that, so I'll put these in there. That's where I got my pickaxe at. I think you guys remember I left most of that stuff back because I didn't want to bring it with me, stuff I could make again easily. And that was about as easy as it gets. So we only need a chisel head right now. And we got to go get the anvil, I forgot. So while we do that, let's get the fire roasting away. Got some sand in there. It's funny, once you put a piece of sand in here, it won't stack anymore. So the last piece, if it doesn't turn into glass, I just leave it. And there we go. That away, and let's go get the anvil. In fact, we might as well throw that in there as well. Anvil, copper, no, bronze anvil. Got to get a better looking anvil. Need a like a bismuth anvil. There we go. All right, so you guys know how this goes. I'm gonna use that once I get to that point. I've got a 10 hammer, but I'm just going to use this one for now. And we'll get this thing rolling. In fact, let me do this, just so this is not to bore you. I'll bring you back when this gets up to melting to liquid temperature. Be right back. All right, I'm back. It's at orange. I was just thinking, I'm really in the mood for a texture pack. So if any of you guys know of a texture pack that's good to use, I would appreciate it. What's going on? Oh, it's still liquid. Yeah, I could definitely use a texture pack. I would be totally down for that. All right, let's give this a shot. Now, draw, hit, hit. So if I can remember... Oh, draw, hit, hit for this one. Draw, hit, hit. Perfect. Couldn't have got a better one. And got a piece of glass out of it. Let's give me a piece of sand. Give me a piece of sand. Hurry up. Hurry up. A couple pieces of sand. There's 3 of them. Throw them in there and see if they'll turn into glass while it usually, and when it's on its way down like this, there's no go. But we'll throw them in there and see what happens. All right. I can put this back in there. Go put the go put this back up here. Don't need to carry that around. Got everything I need there. Let's see, what else? Good, good, good. Good. I just heard a weird noise upstairs. I have to go check that out. There's no one home right now, so weird noises upstairs are more than kids falling. Should we sleep? Yeah, let's sleep real quick. Oh, I should probably take some extra torches. I have torches somewhere. Let's go get them. I think they're up front. I gotta consolidate this stuff, get this organized. It's just a big mess of... Well, mess. It's just a big mess, is what it is. I know I got more torches, don't I? I made a buttload of torches. Let's do this. In that case, I think I don't know. I guess I used them. I had like 3 stacks of torches, but I guess I used a lot of them. Let's do this. See, they don't stack at all. But we can get torches quickly. let me get this all taken care of. I'll be right back. All right, got basically a stack of torches, and we'll go ahead and sleep, although I think it's almost day. Might as well sleep the rest of the night away. And then we'll head up. I'll show you guys what we've got. And whoa, whoa. Oh, sweet. Did you see that? That's freaking awesome. September 1st. Fall. Oh, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. The world is beautiful. Oh, and how cool is it that we planted some sweet trees around here? Let's go look at the trees. Dang it, that's awesome. Had no idea. Never seen that before. I love how the grass got darker and it all got, that's really interesting. It got uniform, so we don't even care about our situation anymore. Man, the world looks cool though. Look how dark all the grass got. Is it all going to get like that? Is it redrawing out further? Let's see. Oh, it is. Look at that. I mean, the world just changes. That's going to be the case everywhere, I think. It's going to take a while for it to draw, but that's really, really freaking cool. So I think what that means, the temperature, what's the temperature right now? 41 Celsius. I couldn't tell you what 41, I said that like I knew what that meant. I don't know what 41 Celsius is, really. Which is sad. But look at this. Look at these trees. They're beautiful. I just can't tell you how excited I am. Look at those. Oh, that's so stinking cool. Bright yellow, dark orange, burnt siennas. Whatever. It's cool. That like shocked me. I thought something happened to the video card or something. It was like, that's wicked cool though. So I wonder if wheat's going to stop growing here pretty soon. And whatnot. Eventually it will. Eventually it will for sure. Oh, and so those trees right there scattered throughout. Oh, that's going to be freaking awesome. Well, as you can tell, it doesn't take a lot to get me excited. I'm just impressed. Oh, man, and look how sweet. As we go up, look how sweet our grass is going to look with our brick is going to look with this. That is just awesome. Oh, you know what I forgot? Sorry, I got to get the hammer. I don't want to make another one. And it makes our house look cool. It makes everything look cool. So what it will be interesting is when we go back to summer, if this grass, when it changes back, will go back to like the base grass color. And if there's more changes, like if in winter this is going to die. I haven't actually seen it, so I just don't know. I don't know what happens with all that. How do we still have 64? Oh, because let's get rid of some of those. You know what? Let's put some of those in here so we can always make a few torches if we need them. All right. That's just my excuse for not wanting to go put that. Oh, man, the world looks awesome. I'm serious. I can't stop saying it. I know you guys wish that I would stop saying it. All right, let's see. Creating stairs. Let's go. So hopefully I did this right. Stairs. Dum dum. Stairs. Dum dum. Stairs. Stairs. And I'll come back and fill in all the edges and whatnot with slabs, which is going to take an awful lot of chiseling because you don't just make slabs, you got to chisel them. Stairs. Stairs. Up, up. Stairs. Up, up. Ooh, that's not right. Let's do this. Move this one over to I'm trying to conserve here, but so the idea is that you have to go stairs, regular block. Is that going to work? And then I got rid of my chisel. Stairs, regular block, over stairs. There we go. I just don't want like stairs to a direct turn. I actually had to reconfigure a lot of this because I had done that. And that's why I went around like that. Over, up, up, up. Oh, that's awesome. This should be good, 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 good. I can't wait to look down on the world from up here. Although I guess I can wait because I'm not doing it yet. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Ooh, see right there, messed up. So that needs to be, instead of that, we got to dig into this. There we go. And then place one of these. Oh man. I'm really glad that I brought all those trees. Now it makes me want to go get like one of every tree in the world and see what they look like, because they just are so cool. This seems like it could be even better. What I'm thinking about doing, tell me what you think with the stairs right here, is something like this. Kind of all the way around. So that would be kind of the railing up here. Kind of like that. Anyway, I just take it all in. I love it, and I think it's probably, I mean, part of it has to do with the fact that I'm so into like the dark dirt and stuff. Imagine if we were in a place with dark dirt and dark stone and we had that. That would be awesome. It would just be like this super deep world with these crazy contrasts with this white chalk. That's going to be sweet. I'm just so happy with our decisions. Up, 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 up. And then I was just going to carve this. Oh, crud. Let's see. How do we do this? Make it a little funky if it doesn't cave in on us. That's all right. We don't mind. We'll go up. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm digging this. So I've been watching the latest. I haven't been watching. I hate to even admit it. It sounds like such a bad thing, but especially since BWO has now gone professional. I haven't been watching a lot of BWO, and well, except that I do watch his basketball, and even that I still watch it religiously, but it was kind of bugging me that it's just not been as exciting. But now for some reason I'm back into it. To loving some BWO. So, although I have not been watching his Let's Plays basically at all. So like building with BWO and stuff, which is sad. But anyway, I started watching the Ultra Hardcore again though, which I do very much enjoy. If that's chalk, no, I don't think so. I think it's quartz. I don't know what it is. I'm afraid to look because I went looking for chalk. It took me a while to find it. Let's put that there. See what this looks like from below eventually. Anyway, I was watching the Ultra Hardcore Season 8 from the Minecraft guys, and I do enjoy that. For some reason, at one time I wasn't loving the Ultra Hardcore that much, but it's been cool this season, although BWO got, well, I don't want to ruin it for anyone, so. Okay, there we go. So, that doesn't look right. In fact, I think what I'd rather do, I probably should have left that one. I probably should recover this. I think a piece of dirt would almost look better there. And then something like, dummy. There we go. The world's having trouble drawing. I think with this, whatever he did that makes this changes a lot. That's just so awesome though. I can't, as you can tell, I cannot properly express the emotions. All right, let's see. Probably should have a light of some sort in here. Just in general, put one right there. Okay. Yeah, and I'll mess with the rest of this more later. Give me that. Oh, got it. Okay, so let's go finish this look here. So our chisel's lasting. It's doing pretty well. Which is good, because I'm going to go over here and talk about this layout. My pickaxe, though, I've got another one that's about has about a quarter uses left on it, and man, just so stinking cool. Look at this nice contrast. And I built this one because I thought it was worth doing it. Because I have some, part of the stuff that I brought with me, I brought some copper and some bronze and some bismuth bronze unshaped. And so I don't need anything except for the forge and my anvil, which I have and I brought with me. So that's no big deal. But this is just amazing. I'm glad we got to see that because I just wasn't even expecting it. That couldn't have happened better. But back to business. Okay. So I'm going to put over here, I think I'm going to put the dark one. This will be the black forge. We'll call it like the black forge and the white forge, and we'll like smelt different kinds of metals. They'll have mystiques. Or maybe I'll put black, white, and then, or sorry, bloomeries. Black, white, with one in between. Because that's kind of actually how I laid it out, now that I think about it. And then the forge. And then what I was thinking about doing, so if you look at it, right here will be a walkway between the bloomery and the forge. Right here will be a walkway between the two bloomeries. I was going to make basically right there, this will be a hallway that goes back to a storage area. This will be a hallway that goes back to a storage area. And maybe what they'll do is they'll both go back to a big room that's like behind this. That's probably what I'll do. And then have the anvil and stuff right out here, right out in this area. So we'll have like anvil, workbench, drawing table, anvil, I don't know, whatever. We'll figure it out. But I also want to take this down, so I think I can take this down right now because I've got this. It should support out 4 blocks. There we go. So what I want to do is basically chisel this out right here. Not chisel it out. Take that out. And this will kind of look out. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this 3 square will be the forge. I'm going to leave this ledge right here. And you will be able to stand here and look out. Although that's not really what I had. I was hoping that I'd be able to see the house and stuff while I was working. But I'm afraid I'm a little too far back unless I take some of this dirt off. What if we do that? What if we take this tree down? Because its days are numbered anyway. What I really need to do is make a saw. I should probably go ahead and do that first thing. Not having a saw wastes a lot of wood. The only thing I can do is make supports. But if I take this cedar, and I'm going to have to do it right now because I don't have a saw on me, but I want to make a chest up here. If I take this cedar and try to make planks, I'm only going to get 4, whereas with a saw I'd get 12. It's not like we're hard up for wood, but it just feels wrong to me. So anyway, let's see, what will I get? I just need 8 of them for now. So we'll go ahead and do that. Put down the crafting table while we build. And we can at least get one little chest up here to just kind of get us going. So we'll deal with this stuff. Perfect. Some chalk. Okay, good. All right, so what if we trimmed this back? Just totally not really into that. Oops. Because I like having that dirt there, but this will turn into grass, I guess. I just want to see if trimming this back will allow us to see a little bit more. I guess the other thing we could do, I'll put some of this stone back. The other thing we could do, that helps a little bit. So from like here, I'm tempted to almost trim this back now, because that would help, wouldn't it? From like right here. Trim this down 1 more layer, kind of have the ledge effect. I don't know why I'm so into that, but I just think it would be cool to be able to see down there. Maybe not. Maybe it's okay to just have it like this, and then you can step out here and survey your kingdom. Okay, this has got to be long, this episode. So let me go check real quick. In fact, I'll be right back. Yeah, 45 minutes, 43 minutes already, I think, something like that. Ah, crap. I don't know what's up with that frame rate thing, but it just locks on 15 every once in a while. I don't know how many times I've said I don't know what's up with that frame rate, but maybe I'll just make this little stairs down here, make a walkway that goes over here, because that's where we're going to have the bridge that comes across, potentially. So this is all starting to seem like maybe it would make sense. What if we did take this down 1 more layer? I want that grass to grow back quickly. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe 1 more here. Stairs. I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with that. All right. So anyway, let me do this. We'll end right here. I think we got a lot of cool happenings here. We got to see the seasons change, which I still am just totally thrilled by. We're early autumn, so I mean it's kind of cool. This is as far as we've ever been in, as far as I've ever been into the world. Is it supposed to be changing over there? And it just hasn't yet? Or is it just in certain biomes that it changes? The desert changed, the hill's edge changed, but that doesn't seem to have changed. Maybe I have to like update the chunk by walking into it. Does it look like there's like a chunk boundary there? I don't know. It's really hard to say. Well, we'll have to mess with it, but anyway, it's looking cool. We got to see the seasons change, and we get to see our sweet road. I think once I get that widened, I'm only going to widen it by putting, like I said, blocks next to the road, and then kind of shaping them with the terrain, with the chisel, just to kind of define it a little bit more. It'll make it a little wider. It won't look so much like a little snake crawling up the mountain, but it'll be a cool contrasted path. When snow falls, it's not going to be much contrast. Maybe because we're in a desert, like, well, the hills will get snow. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I really appreciate you watching. A lot of fun as usual for me. Like I said, I was in a good mood and I just had fun. So hopefully that translates into you guys enjoying watching at least a little bit. We're making progress. They haven't done an update that's going to require a regen. So all is well that ends well, I guess, at this point. What is that? Ooh. There's bananas on that tree. I got to go get those bananas. I've been waiting for banana tree. Ooh. Let's go down here. I'm going to do this before you guys go. I'm just going to have to... Ooh. There's like mega bad guys down there too. Because it's so dark down there. There's tons of them. Where was that tree at? There it is. I think you guys will be as excited to see this as I am. I want to see what this is. Must be apples? Peaches. Excellent. It's harvest time. This is where I need my my scythe, which I have one, a bronze one, but it's almost used up. I'm gonna go get bananas too. I was curious to see like if they feed you any better than the other stuff. So this is cool. We're gonna have no fruit pretty soon. Because I think the wintertime, I don't think there's any fruit-bearing trees in the wintertime, but I could be wrong. So even if I guess we're going to have to start paying attention. I'm not sure how fully implemented the agriculture stuff is, like if I have to plant in spring, because I have a bunch of tree saplings I've been trying to keep track of. In fact, I should probably get these. But I don't know if we have to plant in spring, so if you guys know that, let me know. We may have to plant in spring to get things grown in time to bloom. So and if I plant in the winter, maybe they'll die. I'm not sure if we're getting that fancy, but yeah, I don't think I had any peach trees yet. Because that's the next thing we're going to want to do is back behind our place somewhere. We'll make an orchard, vineyard orchard thingy. All right, where was that at? Where's that? Oh, bananas. Man, it's just a beautiful, beautiful world. This is the first time I'm experiencing this. I've seen it on a video one time. I think maybe I thought it was a texture pack because I don't think it really clicked with me that this is what things would look like. Where's that banana tree? There it is. Oh, that's awesome. They're a little weird and washed out and flat looking, but that's developer art for you. Can we pick these up? Yes. All right, let me try eating some. Oh, I can't. I'm not hungry. I was hoping to be able to get hungry while I'm doing this. Anyway, okay, guys. Maybe we'll start the next episode with eating fruit. It will be a fruit eating episode, which I'm sure that you are all super excited about. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter, Minecraft OTB. I know a couple of people had mentioned that I didn't have that in my description, so I have made the description updated with my Twitter account. I don't know why I didn't do that, because I'm just not very professional, I guess. And Minecraft on the blog, or facebook.com/MinecraftOTB. And tell your friends, guys, and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you next time. Until then, enjoy yourselves. Bye.